Alright, now I'm going to work on the foliage, and there's a lot of different colours mixed up in here. So I'm just going to start with a quick base coat of a greeny brown, and then I'll be able to build up some of these lines and textures a bit later on. So as you can see from my painting the base coat for the foliage, I'm not too worried about getting it really perfect. And most of the colours I've used are quite toned down sort of colours, and so they will hopefully just kind of blend into the background. And the other technique to use too is to actually use kind of a fuzzy edge to the brush. And that can create a kind of a slightly blurry effect on the foliage, and that will create a sense of depth of field. So just like in photography, where you want to have the image nice and sharp in the foreground and the things in the background a little bit blurry, we can create the same effect with painting. So I'm trying to use muted colours, and colours that are similar to the kind of background of the brown, which I'm going to be leaving. And then I'm just using a sort of, not necessarily a sharp edge on the edges of the shapes that I'm doing. So as I've been painting the foliage here, I've just been thinking about what do I want to be in focus, and I think it's important, given that the tui has been kind of putting its beak into this flower here, and it has the pollen on here, that this part here is in focus. But I think as it comes away, and then I'll make it a bit kind of blurry and a bit more like a depth of field type thing. So I'm switching over to just a smaller brush now, because I want to try and just get a bit more detail in the end of this flower. And you'll notice too I've used a slightly brighter green in here, and I think that will help to just really bring out contrast between that and the rest of the foliage. Okay, now there's a really light green leaf off to the side here. And I'm using a small brush just so that I can get nice sharp edges on it. There we go. And there's another one just hiding it behind here as well. When we do the details layer, we'll come back over this, and for now I'm just going to leave the colour of the pollen here, because I'll have to make that when I work up here as well. Okay, so that's the base coat for foliage.